over the shop the other day, saw something there, thought, yeah, I'll grab it. So give it a try. I did try one of these a year ago, but I had to take it back on the same day because it wouldn't fill. Just kept on dumping all its air out. I tried 3 times. So yeah, very interesting. It's 2.2. Yeah, here we go. ATA Airborne. Right, there we go. Quite a nice rifle really for the money, because they're under 400 quid. You can't expect much else other than a gun that works, but this is 2.2. It's been doing quite a bit of hole for hole at 20 yards because I've zeroed it up. I'm quite surprised. It's alright. Yeah, if I were on a budget, I'd be more than happy to have this, whether for target shooting or for pesting. So, right, let's see what we're dealing with. It's a Turkish gun, ATA arms. It's quite well made, quite well engineered for the money. Like I say, sub 400 quid gun. Yeah, 550 barrel. It's which is, I don't know in inches. Not to worry. Sorry, John. 113 centimetres, which is just over 3 foot. It's about 3'4", something like that. Weight wise, 3.85 kilos. So it is quite weighty. You can feel the difference, you know, but it's solid, absolutely solid. Nice bit of woodwork on it, to be honest with you. Recoil pad, non-perforated. It's not hard, but it's not soft. It's comfortable. It's all right to shoulder. It's not bad at all for shouldering. You get quite a reasonable eye line on the cheek cone, to be honest with you. Like I say, it's quite a surprising gun for how much they cost. The reach is around about 275mm to the middle of the grip from the back of the recoil pad, which is about 11 inches, I believe. So, or just under, something like that. And you get a silencer with it. You get a couple of magazines with it. This is 12 shot, with it being 2.2. You've got the old directional arrow carry on, but these, you know, it's a bit old that, but it certainly works. Skirt first, and you let it go, locks off, then start loading them in the right way around from above. You get 2 of those. You get a decent little handbook. It's quite extensive. You get a full breakdown on it, parts, everything. So I won't complain if I were paying that money for any of this. The trigger is adjustable, thankfully, because at the moment there's not a deal going on here. It has got the safety on the trigger, a little bit like Airborne's and Artemis and what have you. Trigger guard is plastic, but it's tough stuff. It is quite a decent bit of plastic. Almost, I think it might be ABS, feeling at it. Cocking lever. It's quite long, but it's quite easy to cock. A little bit of stiffness at the end, but you tell me a gun that doesn't get a bit of stiffness at the end. There we go, but if you watch on the trigger, there's very little at the moment, first stage, and it's quite tough. I reckon it's about a 3 or 4 pound pull at the moment, but you can reduce it. It is all adjustable through here. There's a little hole here. Seems reasonably well made, like I said. At the same time, you've got a screw-off fill port. Might be easier if it were a magnetic type, like what you get on the day states, but it's under 400 quid. But you can't. Got a normal Foster fill in there, so you don't have to worry if you about losing any adapters, fill adapters. You got the ATA, very clear as well. It's almost wire rack like, but a bit smaller. Manometer. You blow it up to 220 bar. You know, that's what they say the operating pressure is. And full Picatinny rail on the top. You'd be surprised. You'd have to handle one to appreciate it, I think. It's not the world's greatest, but then it's a damn sight better than a lot of guns out there that are a little bit more money, you know. What else can I tell you? The bottle, I believe, is 480cc and they're supposed to get upwards of 400 shots. I'll find that out later on, to be honest with you. Dismantle wise, you've got a couple of bolts in the top, a couple of bolts in the bottom. There's one here, I believe, and there's one on the trigger guard and one up here. Yeah, it's underneath the swivel, the sling swivel, because that comes with it as well. You know, so it's pretty reasonable, nothing to complain about. Does shoot really straight. Now, I've been having quite a bit of fun with it yesterday, zeroing it up, and I've put a few magazines through it just to get it leaded in. I don't think it's 100% leaded in yet, but we'll soon get it there. So, very pleased with it, for the money. Might help if that were carbon, to be honest with you, the carbon wrap type, because it is a bit weighty, but the palm point's bang on. It's a little bit square, the stock at the front, but I think they've done it with benches in mind, because it does sit sweet on a tripod, on a rest. It's got a nice flat finish to it, so I suppose that's going to help with anti-cant, you know, stop you getting any cant, because it levels itself up on its own. And I can do that with it, tilt it in there, but once I get it level, sorts itself out. It is pretty good that way. So yeah, big gun, 2.2. Not sure what it's shooting at the moment, feet per second wise, or how many foot pound, because I haven't had the crony on it, but I'll do that when I get it onto the 20-yard range. 88, Airborne. I was disappointed previously, a year ago, when I first had a look at them and bought one. That's how I ended up with the FXT12, because it wouldn't let me fill it up, so I took it back and ended up with a T12. I was determined to get hold of one. One turned up the other day at the shop. They'd received a load of brand new surprise in there, the Celtic guns, and this was over on one side on a chair, and I said, that please, I want to play with it. So yeah, I got it, brought it home, set it up. This is nice, to be honest with you. I know it's a change of subject, but it's thumb up or thumb over, and it's ambidextrous, the cheat code. There's no shape to it that says it's right-handed or left-handed, so either can shoot it. And for the money, I think you're getting quite a bit. Right, let's get it over on the 20-yarder and see how it goes on. Cheers, see you in a bit. Hello again, on little 20-yarder. You know something, there's some absolutely wonderful checkering on this. This woodwork's really quite nice for a Turkish gun. I think it's Turkish walnut. You know, short of cutting it and sniffing it, I wouldn't really know. If it's beech, they've done a good job of it. But all this here, it's like a basketry finish, I suppose you'd call it, like a basket finish. It's not like checkering I've seen before. So, right, air arms, Darblow Fields, 16 grain in this one. I've got a full magazine, I've left the other one in the other room. So, yeah, simple enough. These off, I've got it on the crony. I haven't tried it on the crony yet, so we're going to find out together. Not too chuffed about the trigger, I haven't adjusted it yet, but I'll work with it for sure. I zeroed it with a chronograph off it, so I might shoot a little bit low, but we'll see how we get on for the groupings. Right, here we go. Excuse me, I want pudding. Right, see how we get on. There we are. I'll go for the centre one to start with. It's extremely windy today. Yeah, it's shooting low. See what happens with this shot. That's the problem, I always zero it with out the crony on. See how we do. Have another go. There we go, that's better. Crack on at that. Bit of sun in my face here. Still on the centre one. That were all throw. 20 yards. Ooh, that were me. Drop that down a bit. Go for the top right. A little bit more. They're the 20mm splats with the 10mm centres, these. Ooh, there we go, that's one magazine already. New gun. Pretty sure it still needs leading in. Just load this up. That's him. I've got the lid moved. See how we get on. Top left. Overall, getting me iron. Go for arm mill, bro. Ooh. Top left. Bottom left. Where did that go? It's very windy today, mate. Not making excuses, but that's how it is. So that was all for all then. That was. Bottom right. Getting a lot of flare off the sun here. Another one gone. I'll do another magazine. Oh, like an umpty, and had the bloody like an umpty, I didn't have the chronograph switched on, so see what happens now. Bottom right.
66. 500. 68. 500. 64. 500. 61. 500. 68. 500. 68.
Bottom left.
500. 66.
Oh, on Mill Row, on the right.
500. 71.
Yes. Getting my eye back in with it. Centre target.
500. 71. 500. 68.
Yeah, thought as much. I will do another magazine. Centre.
500. 71.
Bottom left.
500. 73.
Bottom left.
500. 68.
Centre.
500. 64. 500. 68.
Top left.
500. 71.
Bottom left.
500. 64.
Centre.
500. 71.
Top left.
500. 64.
Top left.
500. 71.
And bottom left.
500. 66. 500. 68.
Right, I think I'll call it a draw at that. The other thing I didn't mention is where I've put the sling swivel in. Normally you get one of the little plastic Picatinis with a single hole through it. I don't use those because they break dead easy, so I'd rather have the sling swivel in it. Right, yeah, pretty reasonable that. Let's see what we're looking at. So 23 shots, high 578, low 561, average 568. So it's a spread of 12 feet per second, so it's not a bad standard deviation at 3 feet per second for a gun that's under 400 quid brand new. I think with a bit of shooting and a bit of leading in, because it's only done about half a dozen magazines up to now, 8 magazines, it's got a really good potential, and I'm sure it's been more accurate target wise with 177. But other than that, I'm quite looking forward to getting it onto the 50 yard. So yeah, lovely. Thanks a lot. See you later.